welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys, a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons & Dragons, drink some coffee, trying to stay alive. As you can see, or actually you can't see, ha! However, up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see as our goal, we have, I think, like 2 days left. If you want to contribute to that, we appreciate that. If not, no big deal. But anyway, we'll be playing some D&D tonight. Sunshine Games is doing some awesome stuff this week. I definitely check it out. Definitely with Modern Horizons around the corner. And I believe they're also doing a Mythic draft. So if you're not in that, I would definitely get in that if you wanted to. It is a high roller. It's like 125. But other than that, they're doing that. So also Nerd Brew. Nerd Brew is a community of people that get together, play karaoke, board games, Magic the Gathering, that kind of thing. They meet on Wednesdays at the Peabody. So if you're in the Tampa area and you want to check that out too. They're really cool people, really fun. We've been to a lot of their stuff, and they're really, really fun and nice people. What else? I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and go into this week's session, where last week the party split up. After talking to Bashba and doing separate things there. The party split. Emerald, you are hanging out at the mansion, enjoying your time, trying to figure out what the heck happened between Lacey, Tracy, and Leroy. Baltimore, you decided to go to the Wolf's Den. You waited. You went to the back, or tried to go to the back. You noticed that it was deeper in, so you decided not to go in further, and then come back. Actually, what I could.
Ryan, you might need to scoot over.
What I could do is excuse me. Alright, we'll try that out. We'll see what happens. So, anywho, so yeah, so you went to the Wolf's Den, you went to the back, you realized that it was deeper than what it looked like, so you decided not to press further. And you are currently waiting, quote unquote, for the wolf pack to return. Cass, you went back to the Owlery and you were just talking with Sombra, the Shadow Cat, trying to figure out what's going on there. Sam teleported to Arcadia. Wanted some info on the Elven City, but he found out that the forbidden section of what's up, Blood? He found out that the forbidden section of the library is split up into 4 of the sanctums for the archmages, and he put up a bounty for 500 gold pieces to find out where the Elven Kingdom was, or where information on the dragon was. So we'll go ahead and just put it right back there where you all. Where you all are doing your separate things. We'll do Kayla. Cass, is there anything that you wanted to do with Sombra?
I just want us to be doing things that are like we're gaining trust. So, you know, Sombra.
Okay, so you're just
like getting to know each other, like building
trust exercises.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing.
Catch me.
You know what I mean.
That's one way to do it.
Way to go.
Okay. So trust exercise, Emerald, are you doing anything?
I'm going to be making potions.
Making potions. What potions are you making?
I would like to replenish the ones that I used in battle.
Okay.
So,
go ahead and roll a potion check. Do we have a potion check or an alchemy check for you?
I don't think we do, but we can create one.
Let's make one.
Okay.
And it's gonna be based on whatever highest, intelligence or wisdom for you.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and make that. We'll make an alchemy check on it. And I'll say you have your proficiency modifier plus. So the edges, but then the bottom of it is probably gonna work. I'll just in case.
We had pizza.
Because for whatever reason they still cook afterwards. Sorry about that. Making cookies.
Proficiency plus.
Plus 2 for having the book.
So is my proficiency bonus or my wisdom modifier?
Your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Or actually,
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that you're proficient in potion making yet. So use your modifier and then add 2 for having the book.
Okay.
Seriously, after 40 years, you're not proficient?
You just got the book. Oh yeah, for you. Yeah. Sorry.
25.
Also for those, make sure that where it says condenser microphone is turned up towards your voice. Thanks.
Great.
Okay, sorry.
25.
21?
25.
25, so you make it.
Okay. So I'm restoring the 4 greater healing potions because I only used, I think, 2.
Okay.
So would that give me those 2?
You'd be fine. It just takes time to do it.
Okay.
So, alright, that puts us over at you, Baltimore. What do we do?
I'm just having a conversation with Belloc, or trying to. Nothing specific, just how old are you, and what's your dad like, and what are your brothers like? Did you ever know your mom?
He's not answering any of those questions. You get the feeling that all he wants to do is just
Yeah, and I'm just trying to pass the time at this moment.
Yeah, you're just like, if anything, you're actually like making him more annoyed.
After probably like a half hour to an hour just asking random questions and still nothing happening, I'd probably get up and then cast light on my shield and then just kind of start meandering down the
because it is like midday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just start meandering down the path, as you said, that like how it keeps going down, just out of curiosity and
Sure.
trying to buy time.
You keep going down as you realize that it goes from one cave and now it starts to split off.
Like a tunnel. This is a tunnel system.
Yeah. Like you would maybe, like, based on kind of what you know about wolves, like, because they're basic creatures, right? You kind of know that they do tend to stay in a pack. But the way it's starting to look, it almost looks like there's multiple dens in this one cave.
So as I walk and then I see that it begins to branch off, is it kind of like what we saw in Tortola, where down in the Clashmere caves, where there's like a circular room, and then there's just caves that are all branching off from there?
No.
Oh.
This one is like you're coming down the cave,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just opens up like this. Okay, no, I see what you're saying. Like it's a big circle, and then there's a whole bunch of yeah.
Okay.
But you see is like it's there's another bigger tunnel. It's kind of cave-like on the other side.
Was fascinating. I'm going to leave.
Sure. So you start to leave.
And I'm gonna leave, and then do I leave the cave?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, if you want to leave the cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll leave the cave.
You leave the cave.
Because now I'm thinking this might be more important than just a regular den. And knowing that the estate is, this way, I'm going to walk the path the opposite way, away from the estate. But I'll stay on the path.
So you're just gonna keep going north.
Is it north?
Yeah. Go, because you have this atlas, right?
Yeah.
And then you have your mansion, which is out here.
Sure.
And then the path that runs this way, and then it goes up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll just start walking that path a little bit.
Okay.
Or I'll call Sapien and I'll hop on Sapien's back and
Sure.
just start meandering up.
Okay.
Waiting to see if I find any small villages or...
Actually, I don't think you will. Let me check my map, but...
Man. Or like random adventurers or a rabbit, you know.
Nothing.
Just like a swarm of bees, maybe.
Absolutely.
I'm really trying for anything.
No, actually, you
Oh
just...
my gosh.
Nothing.
Um,
An empty
so
plane.
you are... You're currently, like, here?
Sure.
So, the path that runs goes either more into the Spectre Forest, or you can come up here to the north, which is like...
Oh no, I want to go more into the forest.
Yeah, sure. So you go into the forest. Yeah, you definitely ain't gonna see nothing.
Fuck! There's no like life or anything out there? Like no wildlife or whatever that I would see?
I mean, various wildlife, but nothing threatening.
So I'm just asking Belloc as we walk past, you want to kill that? You want to kill those? What about those little baby bears over there? You want to kill them?
Not getting anything.
Oh my gosh.
You get the overwhelming feeling that he wants, like, mass deaths.
Well, I was trying. Alright. So I head back. I head back to the estate.
We're very big. So it's like toward evening, dinner has been prepared. As Baltimore comes into the estate. You're chilling out, doing your cat thing. Actually, at some point, you're down in the basement, right? Oh, dang. Okay, so at some point, Leroy's gonna knock on your door, Cass.
Hello? Come in.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi, Leroy.
Hey, I heard you have a cat now.
A panther, I do.
Where is it? The cat's like on the other side of the door, like out of sight.
He's here. She's here.
Can I pet it? Or can Kyla pet it?
She's still getting used to everything, but she'll come around.
Oh, okay.
Sombra, come here.
As this Sombra comes into view, and he's like, "Hey, Kyla, Kyla." You see, like the little girl, she kind of comes around, and she's like looking through his armpit, and she's like,
Sombra, this is Leroy and Kyla.
You see, she's just being. It's a she, right?
Yeah. Just guarded.
I have to double check. This thing is unisex.
I feel like she's
Boom! She's a man. No. She's a man.
Hey,
all right.
I feel like
Don't
she's
assume her gender, okay?
Very cautious.
Okay, so yeah, you see it, and Leroy's like, okay, so everybody's back, but I haven't seen Rahun anywhere. Is he back?
No, he did not come back with us.
Oh, okay. Is he just like getting supplies and stuff, or?
Leroy, I'm sure he's gonna be back.
Oh, okay. All right. He's doing his own mission then, huh?
Something
okay.
like that.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Are you and Kylo okay?
Yeah. We're doing good. We're learning.
How was the house while we were gone?
Good, I think. I was with the tutor. I was learning.
Is your education going well?
Yeah, my education's going good. I know what mishap means.
Oh.
I know. I'm learning.
Did you do a mishap? Is that how you found out?
No.
Very convincing. Nope.
Anyway, gotta go. Bye. As he like goes and he like goes to leave, you hear the as he goes away. You see as Kylo leaves too. You do anything else?
I'll go check on the others. So we've all been in the house. Sorry, I should have watched last episode. We're all in the house, right?
Yeah.
You two are in the house.
Well, you two are in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So are you coming down the stairs? Is that what's going on?
Sure.
Before I get there, at some point on the ride back, I asked Belloc, "Do you have to kill, or do you just want a very formidable fight?"
Either.
Okay. I have an idea. Okay, now I'll come back.
Sure.
Sorry.
So you come back. Emerald, what are you doing right now? You're
Still
down in the
making
basement. You're doing that. So, Cass, while you look, you end up hearing Baltimore enter the door to the mansion.
Oh, hey, Baltimore. What have you been up to?
Yeah. So you guys remember that wolf den? Wait, are we all there? I'm sorry. Are you still downstairs?
I'm in my alchemy lab with a door, so I don't know if you all come in or not.
Remember the that wolf den that we found, like when we first made the place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I went and kind of looked at that place. There's no wolves in there, but right now, I mean, I went there during the day, so they're probably out or something. But I started to I found out that there was like a tunnel inside the wolf den, and I went down, and I think that part of the wolf den is actually part of a much bigger wolf den, because it looked like it's like there's more
like
tunnels.
multiple wolf dens
Yeah.
inside the.
Mm-hmm. So that could be very interesting.
It could also be very dangerous. There's more wolves here than
But is that a bad thing?
seeing as you guys killed one off, and yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I see potential.
What are you scheming, Baltimore?
Why do I have to be scheming? I'm just saying, if there's an army of wolves are normally territorial to a pack, but if there's like a super alpha, which could potentially be a werewolf, that would then be the superpower in a sense to multiple dens. I don't know. That could be fun to maybe help them join our cause against the Helix. But right now, I'm in the business of finding as many allies as we possibly can and doing whatever that we can. Speaking of which, and I say this out loud. Belloc, are you hungry? Do you eat? I don't remember. I say this out loud in front of her.
Have I like heard you talk to your demons before?
Uh-uh.
You don't get it.
You talk to your demons now?
Yeah. Kind of hungry. I think I need to eat something real quick. But we might have a good show coming on later on, and I just kind of walk into the kitchen and go grab a meal and make something.
He also seems a little bit more confident than usual.
I'm skeptical of that. Cause he about killed me.
All of us.
Alright. I'll go down and check on Emerald in his lab. How's it going, Emerald?
It's going.
Potion making?
Indeed.
It's going.
Baltimore's home.
Oh. Where did he go?
He was exploring a wolf's den.
The one near the house?
Yes, he says it's bigger than he initially thought and thinks that we might befriend a wolf pack.
For what purpose?
The Helix. You know, eventually we've gotta kill this monster that we released.
Well, yes. But how is a wolf's pack gonna help us?
Baltimore seems to think that if there's some kind of alpha wolf that controls the pack and we can unite them to our cause, that they'll help us with the Helix.
But how are you gonna convince an alpha wolf? Or even a werewolf, if that's the
I
end
don't
goal?
know. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this panther to trust me.
Fair. Touche. Well, let me finish with these potions and then I'll be up.
Leroy asked me to about Rahun. I didn't exactly know what to tell him.
I don't know what to tell him either. He's gone. He hasn't come back. He hasn't sent word.
I told Leroy he'd probably come back, but I don't know that that's for certain, and I don't know what else to tell them. But,
I don't know.
you know, even if we don't go to the Great Barrier now or next, there's still other things we have to accomplish.
It's true. Which is what? What is the next step?
Well, you know, we gotta find my father and...
Yes, yeah. Is that it?
Well, we gotta kill the Helix, but...
Funny thing is that the guy who knows all the order is currently upstairs eating a sandwich right now.
Fair.
And
Well-
unite... We have to unite the realms,
Uh-huh.
find my father.
Yeah.
I would say restore the Great Barrier, but I don't know what to do now that Rahoon...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
Well, I'm certainly glad that we've restored your tree.
Yes, I am very glad about that as well. I don't know why. I thought there would be more when I restored my tree. Like, obviously, the forest is coming back. There are, many great things that are coming about in the forest.
Well, are we going to restore you to your godhood also?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just thought
I think the tree was the start of that.
that's true. I just figured once we took the tree back, but then again, the tree's taken on the sense of, or the form of Gaia. So I guess, yeah, for now, I guess I haven't. I mean, like, it's my tree, but it's not really my tree anymore.
That's only because you're not a god anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm sure more of that will come up. Oh.
Well, I'll leave you to your potion making. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Also, Baltimore was talking to his demons.
What?
Have you done that before?
No.
Oh yeah, just a side note.
Talking to his demons.
Yeah. Belloc?
He's speaking to them out loud?
Yes. It seems more has changed in his 40 years than...
What? Hold on. So I, stop doing what I'm doing with my potions.
I don't even know. We can talk to him about it together.
And I go upstairs.
Intervention.
Yes.
So, as you guys come upstairs, I'm like heading out the door. I'm like, hey guys, you want to come and see the show?
What show?
What show?
I don't know. I'm gonna go give this thing a try. And I walk outside. When I walk outside, I just start yelling out, "Oh my gosh, what is their names? Bryce and the other one, Navarth." I'm gonna make a check. I don't think I even remember their names. I don't remember their names. After 40 years, I wouldn't. So I just start yelling out. I'm just like, hey, woman, cleric, in charge.
Are you talking about Navarth?
Navarth? Yes, Navarth. Who's the guy?
Bryce?
Bryce. Navarth and Bryce.
What is the purpose of all of this?
No response.
They're nowhere out there? So I go and find one of the soldiers.
Sure.
Where's Navarth and where's Bryce?
In the the barracks.
So I go to the barracks. And I open up the door and I'm just like, Navarth, Bryce.
It's locked.
I start banging on the fucking door.
You bang on the door. You see as one of the people open it up and you go,
That's your response in front of Lady Cass?
mm-hmm.
You can't speak?
Blah, as you see his tongue's cut off.
What? Who?
Mm-mm.
Who is this?
I've been gone for 40 years. You're having your own people's tongues cut out?
Wait, do we see this?
Yeah, you're right there with him.
This is Bryce?
Wait, we knew about
No, this is
we knew about
the
this person that had
these are the
something,
training methods.
I think.
Huh?
Where? Can you lead me to
Yeah.
Navarth and Bryce, please?
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-mm.
I think he's saying that they're inside the barracks.
So then we need them to come outside the barracks.
I think they're in the middle of a training session.
He closes the door.
Baltimore.
I'm really confused.
40 years for you. We've been out doing things, trying to reestablish this tree. You think I've been here watching their training methods?
Also, what is the purpose of this? What show are you talking about?
I don't know. If I can get them both out, maybe we can have a show, but...
Well, who?
What are you
What are
talking
you talking
about?
about?
Navarth and Bryce.
Yeah, but what show are you talking about?
I don't know if it'll even work.
What? If what will work?
If you're talking about summoning your demons to come out for a fight, I don't want any part of that.
Nor do I.
It could
You've
be
tried
fun
to
to
kill
watch,
me
though.
once.
Nope.
Honestly, it would be probably good notification, like, good humor to watch and take notes.
What's the purpose of this?
Well, one of them really wants to fight.
For why? For what? For who?
Okay, well, we've been locked up for 40 years.
We? So we're doing a multiple personality thing now. That's what we're doing?
See, the door kind of comes open, and you see his Bryce has his like sleeves up, and he's got like towel rags full of blood. And he's like, yes, yes, sir.
Bryce, I need assistance of yours and Navar's.
Sure.
And you could probably bring your trainees. It might be good learning methods for them. Okay.
Navarth,
I don't.
you hear like faint, some sort of acknowledgement. We are needed by Lady Cass and the masters of the house. And you hear some, and then you see as Navarth also kind of not in armor, and she's also just like got her hands like this, and she's like, they're like covered in blood. What can I do for you?
Would you two be willing to I know this is completely unorthodox, but I kind of need a fight right now, and I kind of need it with both of you.
The last time I tried to fight one of you, it was not fair. And I would oppose that, please.
I agree.
But that was against Rahun, right?
Yeah, you're correct.
And yeah, but I feel like what I have in mind would be unfair if it was just one of you. And that.
What do you have in mind?
Just a what is that called? Spar, a quick spar.
Okay.
But I would need both of you in full armor, ready to the T.
With who?
Me, in a sense.
In a sense.
Yes.
He's got demons inside of him.
2 of them. Apparently he talks to them now.
I would request that you do not, for you will lose. Not by me, but by Bryce. We have been down to the hells before, and we have taken down demons, and yours would be no different. Especially if it's attached to you, it's probably weaker than its true form, and we would kill it. Because we would not want it back in you.
Maybe we should let this happen. I say that to Cass, but I'm assuming...
So, Bryce, if you were to spar with the said demon, would you be forced to kill it, or would you just be a spar?
Per my code, I would kill it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Going to continue with your training. What the hell are you guys doing
Wait, are
there?
you mutilating the new training?
Last time we spoke, I told you that the training process in which we take is to get them ready for anything. Anything.
No questions asked. Do what you must.
We were told that we could continue our process.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. I'm kind of curious if maybe I want to go through this at one point. Oh, you don't think I'm good enough?
Is there anything else we can do?
No. Please continue on with your training. We will deal with this matter ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I will take my leave. As like when she goes to like turn, she like tries to do it very skillfully so that way you don't see her hands as she's walking back. And Bryce, he's just there like finished up cleaning. He's just like a rag of blood, and he's like, "May I be excused?"
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Man, I was really excited for that. Those two. I really think we made a good choice with those two.
What is the purpose of this? Why?
What? I told you one of them wants to fight. I need something.
So what? Just because you have a demon inside of you that wants to get out, doesn't mean we answer to their requests. Unless you have some ulterior motives that we don't know about.
Look, alright? For 40 years I was trapped, and they were the ones who kept me sane.
You hear that come from the door.
I don't think sanity...
Maybe we should move away from the door.
I closed the door.
I don't want to hear
Oh, it's already closed.
any longer.
I closed it.
Oh, perfect.
I don't want to hear this any longer, and I'll walk.
I start walking back with you.
Do not think, and obviously I do too, I don't think that sanity is the most appropriate word. Where you were for the last 40 years is nowhere near the word sane.
And a demon's a demon, whether you talk to him or not.
No person should have to deal with what you dealt with. And especially not company and sanity by two demons.
But they were there for me.
Unfortunately.
Because misery loves company.
Agreed.
And they're all you had.
Agreed.
Doesn't mean they're good company.
But now you are back in the real realm. And you should leave those demons where they're at. Inside. And not force them out with a fight. Now we need to come up with an idea of what the next step is.
Oh, are you not going to go to the Iron Wall?
Well, do you see Rahun?
See Rahun?
Did you scry for him?
I didn't.
Because wasn't that the whole reason we were coming back here? Was that where you could scry for him? So we could figure out how far away he was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna need another fountain filled with holy water, though. I'm not gonna get that here. I'm gonna have to go into town for
So I conjure some water.
How much holy water do you...
And then I start
font
praying over it.
filled with holy water.
What is a font?
No?
I think it's like a...
Hey, come on.
Is it like
Give him our delicious blessing.
Is it like
Why can't that work?
like a gallon font? It's like a gallon, right?
Yeah, what's the... It'll say it on the card.
I have
It just
2
says
bags
a
of a tray
font.
as holy water. I don't have a font.
Would Bryce be able to?
Like a fountain?
As a cleric?
Let's see.
But I
You're a
can't because of
cleric.
where I am. Or is it just because Marlesh is not in this realm? Yeah. Okay. Well, Bryce might be... I could conjure water and then Bryce could bless it.
That might work.
I mean, unless you guys want to go pay for it.
Well, that's what we did last time.
Yep. And what time is it?
Evening. Yeah, it's evening.
Yeah.
After 6, 7 o'clock.
What? It was just midday.
You guys took time. You
For
were
him to talk to...
you were creating potions, and he traveled a bit. He didn't immediately go back to the mansion.
Do you think these 2 bags of holy water I have would suffice?
And just as font filled with holy water.
Font just means like a receptacle of holy water.
Yep.
Okay, well.
So then if... A receptacle, so it would just be one of them. If you have
Yeah.
2, then we have
Right.
2 uses.
Here, take this bag of holy water.
Okay,
A tray left it with me.
so I will cast Scry.
Amazing. Very nutty and
And-
caramely.
What, should I do his hammer? Or his axe,
Axe?
right? He has an axe.
He never goes anywhere without it.
The orb.
The loincloth, you can do the loincloth.
Or the orb. He still's got the orb with him.
I don't think it matters much. He probably
I think
hasn't
the
parted with
loincloth
any.
would probably be-
Sure, I mean...
The loincloth is what I'll decide for.
Okay.
Can't you scry for him specifically?
Yeah.
It has to be...
You can't?
Yeah, you can.
Well, then I would scry for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
If knowing that.
He fails the save. Seriously.
Oh.
He makes like a wisdom saving throw to see if he knows that you're coming.
Mm-hmm.
So your essence zooms out. It hovers over Atlas and then it heads over to Tortola. As it comes down into the tavern, as you see, Rahun is talking to one of the
The bartender.
the draconic mercenaries. You recognize them as the mercenaries that helped you during the Battle of Tortola?
Oh. Of the Rabble Rock? No.
Yeah.
my old comrades.
They're over rack, yep. And you can see as he's talking to them about some sort of exchange. You can hear everything, right?
Yes.
You hear as Rahun's talking about he needs people. He needs men. He would like to have the army behind him if he would to take on the Iron Wall. However, he would like to first attempt a secret mission to infiltrate the Iron Wall and remove the powers that be. And you see as he's discussing money and coinage. And that's essentially what you get out from him, and your vision pulls back out. You're back into the mansion.
Okay. So I informed them of all of that, saying, Rahun's in Tortola. And he's speaking with, you remember the people we fought with in Tortola, the mercenaries? I think it was the Rebel Rack. He's trying to get an army for this battle against the Iron Wall.
So he still has every intention of taking back.
Yes, but he plans to do a secret mission to do an upheaval of the current powers that be. And I'm assuming he did not want us along, as he didn't tell us anything about it. So...
Well, he's mad at us.
Clearly.
I have an idea.
As long as it doesn't involve your demons.
It kind of does, but not in the sense that you're thinking.
Tread lightly.
Okay, so remember that dungeon that we were in?
Which one?
The one under the Ice City.
The mountain?
Sure.
Okay.
The City of Ice.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say we go back there.
Okay.
Okay.
And we take on the dungeon.
The whole dungeon.
Ah.
For what?
To liberate it?
The three of us. 4 of us with Sam, but he's not here either.
Yeah.
You remember how that almost went about last time?
I know that we were there, we were making progress, and then individuals wanted to run away.
AKA you.
No.
You were one of them. You were definitely one of the people that wanted to leave.
No.
I specifically remember you and Rahun wanting to leave.
You were specifically wrong. It was Rahun that wanted to leave. I was the one who wanted to stay.
I remember I wanted to stay. I don't remember you being on board.
Roll a fucking history check.
I will.
You're wrong.
20. Not natural.
What are you trying to find out?
I was right.
He was right.
At one point.
He said that Rahun and Baltimore wanted to leave.
You and I are the only ones who never wanted. Oh, no.
If my memory serves me right, that you left when you guys left. It was Rahun and Sam that were pushing you guys out.
Well, I won't admit that to him.
Yes.
I insight check him. 13.
Actually, why don't you make a history check with disadvantage?
Oh.
Natural 1.
So, with your insight, roll disadvantage on that.
So I'm rolling disadvantage on insight. Same roll. Insight, you said? 23.
Wow.
Are you gonna try and lie to him?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Make a deception check.
8.
So, you really have no idea, but you insight check him, and you're like, I'm fairly confident.
Yeah.
Fairly confident.
So anyway, as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't pressing to leave, but I think we should go back, clear out that dungeon, because there's so much stuff there that we can use to help liberate the Iron Wall. And it shouldn't take us that long, because I have a very large tank that wants to kill things.
And I don't feel comfortable being stuck in a dungeon with that.
He's not going to
Have
harm
you
any
ever
of you.
fought
You're not going to
anything?
harm any of them, correct?
How can I trust that when you dang near killed me?
And me.
Look, 40 years changes a lot of individuals, okay?
Yeah, and we know nothing about what happened to you in those 40 years.
But
You come back and you're talking to your demons.
Which you've never done before.
But I did before.
Have you fought with your demons before?
Like side by
Have you
side?
fought anything
Probably not
with
out
your
loud.
demons?
Side by side? No.
Yes.
No.
How do you know that will not go horribly wrong?
You don't.
How do you know
There's
they're not
a-
going to kill you in
Because
the meantime?
there's an agreement that we have.
You hear
And
an
what
idiot
agreement is that?
agreement?
What agreement is that?
Which is?
Look, I just need you guys to trust me.
Until you can prove it, I'm not trusting the damn thing.
Have I not proven it in the amount of time that we've been together?
Yes, but you also have tried to kill us.
That was before. Like I told you when I came out, that they're under control.
Again, I say, prove it. Give me an example. Demonstrate to us that you have control over your demons. As much as I love to take your word of mouth, I also don't want to take
So
A
in my
sleight of
head,
hand.
I'm like, Bella, can I borrow your
the
wits?
form of death towards me
I'm
again.
with you.
Why?
To help convince them to take us to a place where you can kill hundreds at your whim.
You you get the feel you begin to feel the presence of something becoming on your back, and then it's suppressed as you hear the other voice. No, I quite like this.
Look,
Uh-huh.
I'm being honest about all of this stuff. I'm not lying to you about anything.
We don't doubt your honesty,
Correct.
But
but we don't trust your demons.
Nor your ability to handle them.
you don't have to trust my demons, you just have to trust me.
No. You are speaking to them as if they are part of you.
It's
They are
hard
part
to-
of me.
it's hard
Correct.
to
So it is not
say.
just one anymore, it's 3. And
Right.
as I see it, it's 2 against 1. And I'm not willing
How
to
do-
go into a hole with 3 people. 2 of which I don't know anything about. So thus, again I say, unless you can
How do
prove
we-
your ability to handle them.
I don't necessarily need to see you prove the ability, but how do we know that it's not going to pose a danger to us? Including you.
Again I say prove it.
You
How do we
hear a
know?
voice as well. Yeah. How exactly?
Oh,
You two don't hear this.
Obviously not.
I mean, think about everything that we've gone through. In all honesty, together. Going after Emerald's Tree, we were in dangerous waters since we stepped in. But we stuck together, we had faith in each other, and we made our way through. I'm not asking you to have...
We're giving up on you right now?
I'm not trying to say you guys are giving up on me, but I'm saying that when we have faith in each other, we pull through, regardless of what the odds are against us. The issue with the last time that we went there was that we didn't have faith in each other. Not enough to press our way through. We had too many people that wanted to go different ways, and yes, I made a contract that I thought was in the betterment of everyone, and instead, it bit us in the ass. That's on me. Because I didn't have faith in our ability as a group, I was trying to have faith in myself. I admit that honesty and that fault in myself. I'm not asking anyone. I'm not asking either one of you guys to have faith in the demons or have faith in any plan that I come up with. Just have faith in ourselves that we can do this.
Side note, anybody want coffee? You guys are good to keep role playing. I just want coffee.
Can I have some water?
Get water. You want coffee?
Yeah. The thing is that there's another reason I want to go back there, and because the girl who's controlling all of them,
or the little
demon,
she's a
Hera. Was that her name?
Yeah. Actually, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's Hera.
That's right.
I don't remember.
I think it's on the right.
She's a prodigy of Marlesh.
So she's kin.
Have you always done that?
When we were there, which is why I wanted to stay the most, was to save
I forgot
her.
about that.
So
Well,
the little girl that was trying to kill us,
yes,
is a follower of Marlesh.
in a previous life, yes. But whatever has happened to her has put her in this position that she is. As I look at both the amulets that I have around my neck, which one is mine and the other one, I don't know if you guys have actually seen it before, but like mine, how I always have mine out, there's another one that I pull out from underneath that, and I say, this is actually hers. And I found it when we were there, and I found a picture of her and her father. And that's how I found out who she was. And I mean, I'm currently the last follower of a forgotten deity, but I know that if I can help bring her back, it would help bring my deity back, and could be a huge help in this battle against Heliotrix. But we have an unlikely ally potentially to help us in this matter. Something that we didn't have before.
I don't disagree with you, Baltimore. Just forgive us for being wary about your demons that you're talking to now. But, I mean, you're right. We can't stay here forever. We have things we need to do, and there was a lot in that dungeon, and we discussed before about going back. And if you think it's going to help you...
I'm not absolved. It's not you that I have a problem with.
I
Not one
understand.
bit. That's the other two.
That's fine.
So again, I say, I'm unmoved until you can prove it. There you go. A handle.
Well, before I had to go sleep in when I slept, I was taken off in chains every night. I haven't needed to go back there once. Even the first night when you guys brought me back, I went up to my room and slept. That's the first time I've ever done that since this establishment was built.
Emerald, I'm just as wary as you, but I'm not asking for a bloodbath either before we even leave.
No, I didn't say
I don't need to
bloodbath.
see some kind of fight.
No,
I
I didn't say bloodbath. I need a demonstration of his ability to handle them. It can take any form he chooses. Obviously, the less bloody, the better.
If your demon really wants to fight something, why would it be opposed to fighting something now? We could find a way for you to do that so we could see.
How about that wolf's den that you were trying
I
to
tried, they weren't there. But then while I was there, I mean, I went there to tell him go have fun and kill all the wolves there. But then I found out that there was a den that leads to even more dens, and then I thought, well, there might be more to this than meets the eye, and this could be a very powerful ally, potentially. Granted, I don't know what the magnitude of it is, but without knowing all the obstacles, I'm just hoping for the best in this matter.
Well, I say that's our first test trial.
To kill our potential allies.
Or to give us that demonstration you promised me.
Well, technically I didn't promise you anything.
Not yet. You haven't.
I could give you a demonstration if we went back to that city.
No.
And on top of that, we
I
left
need something smaller and local.
And on top of that, we left the girl and the mother there.
No, the girl and the mother are here, are they
Well,
not?
tell us this. How do they
Oh,
fight? How do they
40
kill?
years, I don't know. What?
Tell us this. How do they fight? How do they kill?
I don't know. I've never seen them fight.
So you have no idea.
Well,
this
no.
could
Do
go
you
about.
understand why
I
this
don't
makes
know.
us
History
cautious?
check. I gotta make a history check. I don't remember how they fight. Look, I was trapped away for 40 years with them. We were in chains. But they saved my life.
That excuse is getting old. We have to find a new one.
You understand why this gives us pause, right?
I do understand.
I say you go battle to battle with the real paws over in that den.
But why fight something that we don't have to fight?
Currently, it's an issue for us. The wolves
Can you
have been
conjure
there.
some kind of animal? I'm not trying to kill an innocent animal.
He wants it like an actual fight,
That
though.
can-
He doesn't just want to. Trust me, I tried that too. I saw some.
Okay, does the fight have to end in killing? Can they like?
If it's a formidable fight, then no. Which is what I was hoping with Bryce and Navarre, but apparently Bryce would just kill it. So
Right, but like.
I'd say the wolf's den is a good idea. Why? Because it's local. Cass and I need to leave. We can be by. And also,
it could cause so much more trouble for us, though.
so could unleashing these demons in a place that we are not familiar with.
But they're not going to be unleashed.
How about what's his face? The big guy from the Ice Harden.
Oh, I wouldn't put Harden in harm's way. I'm telling you,
Not to kill him, but
obviously
to
not.
spar.
But if we're gonna subject anything to these demons, I say it would rather be not a potential ally, because right now we don't know anything about it. The wolf's den. That's the best option right now.
Emerald, Baltimore does have a point. Maybe we should just head
It's in the direction of the Iron Wall.
of where we're going.
No, I'm not willing to be stuck in a mountain with you. I'm not. I would rather
Then
be
stay
stuck.
to the back.
Okay, how about
And let
this?
me demonstrate
I have
in front of
Panther.
you.
I can dimension door now. Not dimension door, but I can shadow walk
You can poof away.
with my panther, and you can fly away.
Not inside of a
So-
mountain, we can't.
But Sam can dimension door you out.
We don't even know where Sam's at right now.
He'll catch up. He's a wizard or something.
Fight a pack of wolves. Or don't unleash them at all.
I'm not gonna fight wolves. They could be great allies. Why don't we just go over there and just see what's about them then?
Sure.
Okay,
Let's do the
fine.
wolves then.
Sapien. I'll hop on as I summon my majestic panther.
I'll turn into a dire wolf.
As I hop on Sapien, I look at you and I say, "This is not a demon."
So we're going
Why
to.
don't you add panther?
Back in the ice. The last time we were there at the City of Ice. I had it. But I was also locked away for 40 years, so it's been a while.
God, if I hear that one more time.
Yeah, do panthers live for 40 years?
Well, as you look at my panther, it's like, it's kind of like a, go on, describe it for me. It's like diamonds or.
So, you get the feeling that this panther is not an actual panther. It looks like a panther, but it's essentially it's a mount, quote unquote.
So it just transports. Can it fight?
It can do basic attacks, but I mean it looks boss. It's kind of like crystalline in nature, blue, kind of like blue ice. Ice gems, I guess you could say. You get the feeling that if this is what you're going for, you get the feeling that if your panther went against his panther, your panther would probably win, most likely.
Well, I wasn't asking about that.
It's more of a basic. It's more of a basic panther that it's essentially it's a glorified horse.
That's like 3 times the size of your panther. But.
Or I was asking if it could fight, because it could fight with demons.
Well, you remember. No.
I mean, it can bite and scratch.
You remember.
That's about it.
Atreya's elk that she could summon?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I can summon.
Special.
So,
Onward!
as you guys finish up the conversation, you hear some bells, you hear whistles, you start to hear some musical instruments as you see as some of the guards kind of form up around the gate, and then they kind of look back at you guys and they're like, "We need you at the gate!"
So I head over to the gate while I'm on Sapien. Up on top or down here?
On top. They're not gonna open the gate.
I'll walk down.
All right, so you guys, you
walk up.
You go up to the gate. You look down as you see there's a what do you call them?
Pack of wolves?
No, in parades, there's each individual thing is a what?
Float?
Float. Thank you. There's like a float of a variety of like the outside of the float looks to have a whole bunch of trinkets, items, weapons, clothing, and then on the inside you see there's like 3 people, and they're all just kind of like have like one has a flute, the other one has a harmonica, and then the other one has like a lute. As they're just kind of just jamming a little bit, and they're like, "You need anything? We're just traveling merchants." Blah blah blah. They have their whole like advertisement spiel.
What's the advertisement spiel?
What's the advertisement spiel?
Huh.
This is the Traveling Tyrants, and we do a lot of various goods. We do a lot of various singing. We do a lot of various stories. We have lots and lots and lots of rumors to be told at a fair price.
You know anything about the Heliotrix?
Fair price, my friend. Fair price first. If you'd let us in your gate.
Yeah, but how do I know if it's a fair price if you don't know anything about the Heliotrix? I'm asking about a story about the Heliotrix. If you know a story about the Heliotrix, I might be willing to pay.
Just looking to make some profit.
I think I'll go down and meet them.
Sure, you have the gates open.
No, like I would go down.
You're just gonna jump over the wall? What are you doing?
How tall is the wall?
35 feet,
yeah.
I believe.
There you go.
Can I scale the wall?
Let him do it. Come on.
Make an athletics check.
I can just open the gate for you.
21.
Sure, so he looks at you and he just goes, "Sure." And you see as he just kind of flips over the side, he just starts like moving down the wall, and then you see as the guy, he's like, "Agile man. How old is he?"
He's pretty ancient.
As you finally get down to the ground, they're just like, "What a performance! What a performance!"
I take my bow. So I go up and I see. So what items do we have?
Oh, well, take a look. I have over here, I have clothes. Over here, I have rings. Over here, I have cloaks. Over here, I have weapons. Over here, I have shields. Over here, I have... And he just starts naming various things, and he's like, "What are you looking for?"
Magical items of the wand, orb, or...
Oh, I could set my demon out.
Potion making.
Wand.
Let's not do that. I
Or
don't think it's gonna go over so well.
Get rid of them.
See.
Maybe we could have their stuff.
Well, as you see, he's
That's a good
looking.
idea.
He's like, "Is that all you're looking for?"
I would love to find out
We
what
can
weapons you have
get
as
a lot
well.
of free stuff.
I can't remember
Well,
what.
I have swords, I have axes, I have trinkets of various natures.
Long
Actually,
staff?
Baltimore.
I have various
But it'll
long
be inside
staffs,
your
yes.
And that makes it better.
Plausible deniability.
So what are you willing to show me today?
Well, I have this long sword over here. I have a flying carpet.
Long staff,
But now I'm intrigued.
wands, orbs, or potion making.
Yes.
You want to go down? Let's close the doors behind us.
The doors are closed.
I don't think
I
they're gonna
don't
like
have any
storm
potion making, but I do have potions.
And if they do, I can
What
kill them.
potions
Open the gates.
do you have?
Open the gates. Open the gates! As you see, he's like, and then you see as the guy's like stops and he looks at the gates and he's like, "Can we do business inside? I just feel more comfortable within 4 walls."
Insight.
Sure.
On all of them.
Sure.
Ugh. 17.
How about we
They
just
seem
listen
like
to
they're
this stuff?
merchants.
Genuine?
I mean, can you really call any merchant genuine?
No, but do they seem to have an ulterior motive?
Not really.
Other than to make money.
They want to make monies.
Okay. Fine, yes, let's do this inside the gate.
Do they leave all of their belongings outside? And
They're bringing the float in. It's the whole float.
in the gate?
Yeah.
It's just like a giant parade.
It's just like one float out of it. Yeah.
So, a caravan.
No, it's just like one. It's like one vehicle. It looks like
Okay.
one big wagon,
Yeah.
and it's just being pulled by like 2 horses.
Okay. All right. I thought it was like numerous.
No.
Okay.
No,
So
it's just
one. All right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
And how many is it? You said there's like 2 or 3 of them.
There's 3 people and one guy driving the.
So there's 4 total.
Yep.
Yeah. 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 Thanks.
Easy.
So I walk in with them.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm also pulling out all the
Yeah, no worries. Take that.
stuff that you were looking for. Alright, so, in terms of potion making, my friend, I don't have any potion making items, but I have a potion of animal friendship. I have a potion of seeing into the future, potion of climbing stuff. I have potion of spell reductions. You can breathe fire, my friend, or you can fly. You can take like this form of all smoke. There's like this thing to make you really strong. One to make you grow, one to make you heal, one to make you hero, one to make you invisible, one to make you invulnerable, one to make you longevity. Mind reading potion, poison, sorry. Resistance, speed, vitality, and water breathing.
The vitality one.
Vitality. Yes.
Tell me more about that one.
Well, it cures disease and poisons, and looks like it helps with being exhausted if you haven't slept for a long time. That's pretty much it.
How much for that one?
Well, this one, mind you, brought to you with traveling fees and things like that.
Yes.
I mean, you're probably looking at least 200 gold.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That is it.
Are you willing to throw in a couple others? For the price of 1 platinum?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I could throw in some. What would you like?
So, may I just, go look to see?
Because you can't read them.
So in Elvish,
I'm not gonna read them. I want
in
to
Elvish,
see
I'm like,
the,
you realize
oh,
that
yeah. You want to just
cover,
read
like,
these?
take
Yeah.
in Elvish, you realize that a platinum is a lot more.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So
hoping to get maybe 5.
5 what? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
all right. So here's the list. There's the wands, the staffs, and the potions. Look at the front, not the back. I catch you looking at the back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You said you had a magic carpet? Flying carpet, excuse me.
Oh yes, I have a flying carpet. As you see, like this little, like the rug that everybody was standing on, just kind of shoots out real quick, and you see it's there, and it's just kind of hovering, and it's just.
How much is that?
I'm interested, but
Well.
I want to appear disinterested.
This is a flying carpet. Yeah, make a deception check.
15. Oh, expert.
Ooh.
Use it more often.
Did you say vitality or longevity?
Vitality is the one that you talked about. I have it right here.
Okay.
More often. Like, I don't think I've ever rolled a deception check.
You probably haven't.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to look disinterested.
I'm trying, like you always tell me to do when we.
And he goes, well, it's a carpet. It flies. Holds about 3 medium creatures, depending on how big you are. So it could hold all 3 of you, no problem, probably.
This fabric, how old is it? And I kind of pat it, see if dust comes off it, and check the quality of the material. And then
quality of material is magical, so it's always gonna feel really fine. As in terms of dust and dirt, it was on stuff, so there's some dust and wear. So I would say that if you had to compare it to a regular rug, the rug would probably have maybe about 1.5 years worth of wear and tear to it.
It does have a fair amount of wear. How much?
Well, it's been with with us for a little bit, yeah.
How much are you hoping to get for it?
50,000. It's a fair price for a magical carpet.
Can I insight check him on that?
Sure. For disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
Yeah. Do you know how much a magic carpet worth? How much is it?
I mean,
No.
what's the most expensive magical item we've ever
Still not bad. 16?
bought?
Natural
I mean,
20.
if we really, really wanted it.
You're like, dang, that's pretty cheap.
For a magic carpet?
These are the items I'm interested in.
Which ones? All of these?
I mean, we
It's cheap for a magic
All of
carpet.
Okay.
Those are
Flying carpet. I keep saying magic
I
carpet.
mean, I don't know. And I'm speaking in Elvish. No, actually, I'm speaking in Draconite.
Draconic.
Don't you have somebody
I-
who could just enchant a carpet for us? Finn and Gloria?
They're not enchanters. I mean, they hired 3 to build your room.
So how much for the
Yeah, that
items
was
I have?
different.
How much for the items I
feel
have
like they would be
listed
able to-
out there?
For
Well, you
one
know what's
platinum.
your face was looking for you. Maybe you could ask her to enchant a carpet for you.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
What do I mean looking for you? She brought you back. I forgot about that for a second. She was the one that brought you back. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
No, you guys told me.
Giving you a variety here.
Yeah, I
you
don't
read the
want to
chat?
fork over 50,000.
What's that?
Read the chat.
Don't want to fork over 50,000 for a flying carpet.
Well, that's true.
When most of us have some sort of method of transportation.
Well, if I gather these, then I can extract them and
No.
learn how to make them.
Why'd we freeze?
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a fair price, but
For 1,000 gold, I would say that these would be suggested.
List the names if you don't mind.
Potion of healing, potion of longevity, potion of vitality, and staff of withering.
Now, what about the other potions and staffs?
That would cost more depending on which one you're looking for.
All of them.
All of them?
just curious. For brevity, is that all the items that they have on them?
There's a lot, but no, not all of them there.
Okay. Is there any way you could siphon out what they have and then for brevity hand it to us for us to look through?
That's what I just did. Yeah,
Because I don't have a list of everything there now.
I'm saying, couldn't you just look through that and then just pick out whatever they would have?
I'd have to look through all of these and then all of these. Do you want me to look through all of
Oh shit! I didn't realize there was all those too.
This is just N through Z, and this is A through N.
We can always take a short break.
Just of the ones that I've listed, how much pricing wise would you be willing to?
Because, I mean, we could also.
What are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm curious what they have. But
Say about
traveling
I would
merchants.
part with these for. I mean, this is a pretty big order. I would give you a discount for sure, absolutely.
$50 gold.
I'd go maybe about 60,000.
60,000.
I mean, you're asking quite a lot here, and a lot of these can be recharged.
That's the most discount you're willing to give?
I usually would charge maybe 120k for this. This is a pretty big discount, yeah.
Are you looking to stay in this area long?
Nope, actually, I think we're heading over to, well, we're going across the Wildwind Plains, and then down into the Mounts of Vero. So, and then probably a little bit more south, but we've been kind of wary about the south as of late.
Why is that?
We've been hearing things of cities being completely vanished and other raid parties being completely wiped out with no trace of wherever they're going, just gone. So we're kind of worried about whether or not to go south.
Yes. How about 20,000?
I'm sorry.
No, not for all of them. For a select.
For selected?
Yes.
Sure. I mean, I can pick out maybe one or two.
I wouldn't mind having maybe
Is there any
3
sort of magical
staffs
thing that we
and however many potions you're willing to part with of those that I
would like something that
listed out.
To be honest.
Well, this is for the 1,000.
Yes. And then an additional 19,000.
Okay. So an additional 19. Okay. I see what you're saying. Are you looking for quantity or quality? Like, would you like? Are you trying to get as many?
Quality over quantity, but definitely a tad of both.
Quality
over quantity, yes.
So 51% quality.
Correct.
49% quantity.
Agreed. Definitely the Staff of Woodlands.
If you were looking for quality, I'd just do 1 staff of power.
Okay.
And you said you wanted me to take a look at the Staff of Woodlands for you?
Yes.
What do you get in chain of power? Hope you do more power damage on me?
Yeah, I guess I don't have a magic bow, I just have a magic quiver.
No. But imagine a magic bow and a magic quiver.
I could do the Staff of Woodlands instead of the Staff of Power, if that's what you wish.
But you said the Staff of Power
would probably be the best bang for your buck, but that's just my recommendation. What about you? And you see the other two, they're just like...
And how many potions again?
3. Potion of Healing, Longevity, and Vitality.
Can I insight
that's
check
all I
them?
can...
Sure, what are you inciting?
If it's actually... Like, when he turns around and says, don't you think that that's the better bang for the buck, that they're actually being serious?
Sure, yeah.
Can I also insight?
Sure.
Am I rolling disadvantage again?
No.
Okay. 23?
19.
For when you... the turn and asking them is genuine.
For both of us?
Yep.
Okay.
So for 20,000, I can get a staff and 3 potions?
Well, you get 2 staffs.
Oh.
You get Staff of Woodland, Staff of Withering, Potion of Healing, Longevity, and Vitality.
And you're not willing to change out the Withering for the Power?
You're getting both of them?
No.
Yeah, the Woodlands and the Power, but right now it's the Wither and the Woodlands.
No.
It's the Wither, the Woodlands.
It's
and
Withering, Woodlands, Potion of Healing, Longevity, and Vitality.
Oh.
For 20k.
Okay. What if I were to throw in 4 more thousand? Would that give me anything closer to the Power?
Why don't you just ask how much the power is by itself? How much is the power by itself?
20k.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gave you $1,000 discount with the 19.
Okay, I'll exchange the Woodland for the Power. But if I come across you again, would you be willing to do a deal in the future?
If I haven't sold it.
Alright, here's the 20,000.
Do you happen to have a magical bow?
I do.
Can I see it?
That's 20,000 in platinum, just so you know.
Okay, so you see as he hands over 20 platinum.
Where the fuck did you get that?
What?
Where did you... I'm watching you hand over this platinum. Where did you get that?
Yeah, remember when we came across the little tinkering gnome in the mountains? Before you... Oh, that was after you died. Oh, yeah. Well, I found a gnome.
He said, oh, that's after.
And I came across some platinum, so...
I have one. It's called the Oath Bow. Do you care to take a look at that one?
I would.
Any other ones while I'm looking?
Do you have any other enchanted bows?
I could take a look. I just know that one off the top of my head. How about for you, sir?
Anything that really has to do with healing.
Healing.
I saw a staff of healing.
I'd rather have like an item. Or, I mean, that is an item. But
I have I have this thing. It's a paractive healing. Just makes you immune to diseases, or I think resistant maybe. Nope, immune. As you see, he like takes some poison, stabs himself, and he's like, nope, it's immune. I do have this ring of regeneration. As for everything else, I don't seem that I have anything crazy. I have some sending stones.
Oh, those could be good.
Like, so we can talk to each other?
Yeah, if we ever get split up.
That kind of thing, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just have the one bow.
How much do your sending stones go for?
The sending stones, you're looking at about 10,000 a piece. Like for each half. So, because you can add on. So it's 10,000 for one, and then if you want the other side of it, then it'd be another 10. So 20 for the pair. But then you can add on. So you can get like another 2 for another 20, and then you can communicate via the 4 stones.
I mean, that could be potentially useful with the iron wall.
Do you have any other items like that to communicate?
Probably some earrings I could whip up, but like rings, earrings, rings, jewelry. Usually jewelry is easy to come by.
Like messaging earrings?
Yeah.
How much are those?
Well, those are smaller and more concealable than the actual sending stone, so you're probably looking at about 25 a piece, so you're probably looking at 50 for the pair.
Oh, wow. Okay. What's the bow do?
The bow is an oath bow. I believe that, like, you can kind of, I'm not really sure, I'm not really big in bows, but I think it's like, you kind of like make an oath or something on a target, and then I guess it does more damage or something. I'm not really sure on that. I do have this quiver too. I don't know if you're into quivers, but it was set next to the bow. And this one's kind of like a pocket. It's kind of like a bag of holding, but for a quiver. You can it has like 3 different compartments. You can put like 60 arrows in like one of them, so you can actually do 180 arrows.
That's good.
And so
The
yeah,
bow could be fun though.
just thought I might put them together.
Sounds like a hunter's mark on top of a hunter's mark.
Then I got this the 2 health things. I got the one that makes immune, and then this one it gives you more health. We've tested it. It's like every 10 minutes or so that it kind of makes you feel better. So I'm just putting that out there.
With me holding the piece of Marlesh, is it vibrated all with these guys coming across?
No.
Damn. That'd been awesome. Just saying. You know, hey.
Can I hold the oath bow?
Yeah, please. You see, as he presents the oath bow to you.
Look at it, feel it.
Huh?
Can you try to shoot with
It
it?
requires attunement, I assume.
It does.
Do you mind if I try and shoot with it with my own arrow?
You want to attune to it?
No. She just wants to shoot with it.
Yeah, you can shoot it. Yeah, fine.
Unless you want to try to attune to it, to then shoot with it.
No, that's okay. I'll just try it without attuning to it.
Sure.
So I pull an arrow out of my own quiver.
Shoots nice, just like a regular bow. If you are interested, I do have bow strings. As he like pulls out like this long box and he like opens it, it has like 6 different compartments.
No, I don't have any extras.
No. Okay.
Well, that might be useful to.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I don't have any extra ones.
You know, just in case you
And I
roll a
did break a
natural
bowstring.
one. Yeah, exactly. How much are those? The extra bowstrings?
I mean, a regular bowstring is only like 1 gold. I give you a set of 5 for 1 gold. If you're looking for like magical, that's where we get into.
Magical?
Yeah, like the aqua bowstring, blazing bowstring.
Blazing bow.
Yeah.
Will that set my arrow on fire?
It adds, yeah.
Yes. How much?
For the blazing bowstring.
Let's go for it. Yes.
I'm
always asking somebody to light my arrow on
Well, I
fire.
think those actually just went up in price, actually. Just based on market. We're probably looking at about a 60K.
The flying carpet was less than that.
Yeah, I mean, but the blazing bowstring is a high quality line, and if I must say, you seem to be in the market for the blazing bowstring over the magic carpet.
But could you add the blazing bowstring to the oath bow and have both magical properties?
Yes. Mm-hmm. The bowstring is, I believe it's the bow that's enchanted on that. Well, in all honesty, maybe you should take it. You should buy them, and then if you did buy them, you would take them to maybe a wizard professional and have them look at it prior to taking it apart and then reassembling it. I wouldn't want you to put it on and then it not work, and of course my business take a hit for that, because I would rather you seek professionalism over my words on that. But I wouldn't see why not.
Do you have some kind of fire generator, something that like starts a fire? Or a spark?
I have flint and steel. You have this gentleman here who just made fire out of air.
Yeah, but you're not always next to me in the middle of the night, you know. You know what I mean? Something I can... Probably should.
So how much for the bow and the bowstring?
The bow and the bowstring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably looking at maybe 160. Okay.
So the bow itself is 100 grand.
What kind of damage does that do?
Damage. It does fire damage?
No, not the string, the bow itself. The oath bow.
Oh, what type of damage does it do? I can't really say we've actually tried it.
We do have a guest house.
It seems like it makes it better to hit them.
I know, it's when they're in the area.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole reason I
Do you
set that
know
up.
where do you guys are you just passing through or where do you stay?
We're passing. Well, tonight we don't really have a place. We're hoping to hit the. What is it? The Citadel Atlas. We're hoping to hit that before going south.
Well, as a business proposition, we do own this estate.
She owns the
And
estate.
I own the estate, and we are travelers and in frequent need of new items. Are you willing to strike up a deal for residents in our guest house?
You mean like to stay forever?
Not forever,
Not
just
forever,
whenever.
but as you travel through, you're travelers as well.
Your food, room, board, everything else will be all taken care of. We have people that take care of the area, so your horses can be fed and maintained and properly looked after. Whenever you're coming through, whenever you're passing by, you can always have a place here. Stay.
An agreement of sorts that will come to you for items we need before looking elsewhere.
If we're in town.
If you're in town.
I wouldn't see why not. We can discuss it. Would you mind if we stayed for the night?
That would be fine.
Okay. Is it okay if I give you my answer in the morning, just to see how this place is ran before I make a commitment on coming back?
It's your establishment.
I don't see why not.
But before I just take you to the side, we are staying here for one night.
Yeah.
Using your facility.
Right.
We are outside. We're walking like all the way back to the gate. To clarify, using your establishment, using your facility.
If that's the case, he's gonna be like, the oath bowl, please, before you walk away.
I'll set it down. I'm not trying to steal it.
They're using your establishment, eating your food, staying in your residency, under our protection. Even if it is for one night, you should probably still offer some sort of discount in
On
case
this transaction.
Yeah. Just in case, you know, when they wake up and they're like, we appreciate the offer, but we decided not to.
Should I let them know that I have a Spectre army?
Well, yeah, we definitely let them know that they would be fully taken care of.
Right, but also sort of as a threat.
Well, no, you just tell the Spectres, hey, don't kill them.
No, but I mean as a threat for people that stay in our guest house. I feel like they need to understand that, like, you don't...
Well, that there will be Spectres that will be walking. You know what?
Either.
How about... You decide to make the offer, and then I'll go over the defensives of this place.
Okay.
So we walk back.
Would you... I understand perfectly that you would like to see how we run this establishment before making a future business transaction with us. However, for the night stay, would you be willing to give us a discount on this transaction since we are looking to purchase your items?
Yeah. 10% seem fair? So instead of
16,000 off. So it'll be down to 144.
Sounds fair.
So 10% for the night. If you don't have to make the purchase now. If you feel like you want to come in later and purchase then, feel free to come in and purchase then. Are you okay with sounds? My party and I, we really like to enjoy our music and play till long hours of the night.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll show you the guest house.
Thanks. I guess pack up. Yeah. Very well. You see as he packs up some of the stuff, and you see as he kind of puts off the items that you guys have been looking at. He kind of puts them like in an own little area, so that way he knows what you guys are looking at. And he says, so very well. We're gonna go ahead and take some time to kind of get set up and whatnot. Just in the guest house. Is there anything that we need to know? Any culture that we should be aware of for any of the staff here? I don't want to intrude on anybody.
Sure. So I'll show you the way there, and as I'll walking through, I'll open up the gates. So we walk through. I explain that we have barracks, we have sentries that are present, we have a guard that's on staff. I explain the specters at night. So to be wary venturing out. However, we will add you to the list of people that are allowed to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
I make it aware that there's 4 of them, so the 4 of them would be their names, that like we would need their full names to add to tell the specters, hey, don't kill person. I would explain to them that the specters go off of names, that they recognize the individual as a name.
They only respond.
Yes, that they only respond to her, but that they'll need to give her their full names in order for her to tell them to add them to the list and not kill them.
Okay.
Otherwise, they'll kill them. Go over like the basics of the staff, I guess. Like who we have, like basic rundown of whatever. Explain Navarth's the one who runs the place, and that Bryce is her second. That
We have 2 small children.
yeah. Probably also that the main establishment would be off limits while we are not present.
Yeah, but the guest quarters and the grounds
Yeah.
are...
And that there are, I would explain that there are 2 temples also, with a 3rd one potentially in the mix. Future. Bryce.
Okay. So we have 2 kids. some guards, some housekeepers. House is not available when you're not here. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And that the owner of the establishment's name is Lady Cassiopeia.
Okay. Miss Lady Cass. Very well. Oh, well, I guess I should give you my names. My name is Rothal. I'm the owner of the establishment. My friend here is Pharaoh. And you see he's just kind of like moving some stuff. He looked over, he's like... and then the little one over there that's trying to move stuff but can't. As you look over, you see another halfling. He's just kind of like trying to move big boxes and helping Pharaoh. His name is Muriel.
I will let the Spectres know that you are staying in the guest house tonight.
Thank you.
And, yeah, you can use the grounds as you please in the guest house.
I point out the stable that's right next door to you can put your horses over there.
Alright, cool. Well, we will get set up. We will make sure that we are readily available for if you want to make any purchase transactions or anything like that. We will be happy to help and accommodate. And just feel free to let us know if you need anything from us. But we will go ahead and stay in the guest room and maybe start some festivities for the night.
How about we just, you know, we've been on a pretty hectic journey, and I've been gone for 40 years. Why don't we just put any type of transactions to the morning?
Very well.
And you all just enjoy your stay while we enjoy our first night back in a while. Me a lot longer than them, but
very well. You see as he kind of turns and he just kind of takes a second to analyze everything, and then he's like, all right. And you see as he goes and he walks inside.
Well, that could be helpful. Didn't Rahun always want some kind of agreement like that?
that was me.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Rahun did talk about it too. He talked
By
about
using
renting.
the house for business.
He said renting out the. He said renting out the forge and the housing.
I was the one who.
I hope he comes back for Leroy and Kyla's. Well, for all of us, but for their sake as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's still stuff he needs to get done. But yeah.
What time of day is it?
I think you're probably looking at probably around like 8, 9 o'clock at night now.
Okay, I'm gonna go let the Spectres know all their names.
What if you didn't tell the Spectres?
I don't want him to kill them.
Don't do that.
What? She's saying we can kill them and then take all their shit?
We can't have anything. I'm throwing it out there, ideas. We're back inside the house, by the way. we walked away and we're back inside.
I will say, you guys have come across things before that if something happens to the main owner, they usually have some sort of ward, some sort of enchantment, some sort of something on that to protect their goods and services. Take that how you will.
He was thinking the same thing I was.
Not the smartest one, yeah.
Well, then in
Baltimore
that-
just wants to kill everything.
Oh, wow. Yes.
I mean, either way, like, if 10% for the night, but if we can come up to another deal with them, I definitely think you should go for that bow and the bowstring. I think it'd be extremely helpful in different aspects.
The string especially. I'm always trying to light my arrows on fire. That would be very helpful.
But
The bow would be helpful also if it adds...
yeah.
something on top of the hunter's mark.
Because from what you were explaining, or what they were explaining, excuse me, it sounded like a hunter's mark on top of a hunter's mark for a ranger. Okay, so
I wouldn't buy it without knowing what it does, though.
That's what he did.
worked out for him.
I'm not Emerald.
What? What's going on?
I said I wouldn't buy it without knowing what it does, and he said that's what you did.
Do I have a nice suit again, or it's still destroyed?
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. Been long gone. 40 years ago gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe you should ask me for some.
I kind of want a new suit.
New clothes.
Well, I guess we can. I don't know. I got nothing. So, you guys want to crash for the night?
Yeah.
Yes. I think I'm gonna start to do some work
Are you staying in your
before
room?
going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So help me. I hear anything about your demons, I will say that word so fast.
Well, that's why I was put in place. But to be honest, I mean, it's after 40 years, the biggest issue is that it's so uncomfortable now to sleep in armor. So.
This also procs very odd for you guys, because you knew that he always slept in armor.
No, he's not.
He just said.
No.
Did I miss that? Right, you did say
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
I was like, did I just like put words in my mouth? Like,
Okay.
So much has changed since you've been gone.
Yeah. Well.
So I'm gonna go down to my alchemy lab.
Okay.
Do we have a plan before I leave? Do we have a plan for tomorrow? What are we doing?
Well, first things first, we'll finish our transaction with the merchants.
Okay.
Make sure to add that. Tell the specters, by the way,
I will.
before you go to bed. Okay.
Well, so much has changed for you. Do you feel normal being back here at the estate?
Not at all. But I mean.
But I mean, in terms of us too, nothing's. Now that seems like you've befriended your demons, has anything changed with?
I would still lay down my life for either one of you.
demon handling check.
Ooh. Boom. There it is.
15.
So as he says, "I'd lay down my life for either one of you," you notice his eyes go red.
Oh god. Can I attempt?
And then
Does he know when
you
that
take
happens?
you take a second, and then you like blink, and then it's back to his eyes again.
I swear your eyes
I'm
just
gonna
went
attune
red.
to my staff.
Yeah. I told you I have this all under control.
I look at Cass.
Insight check that.
Sure.
I will also insight.
24.
Damn.
I have a plus 12 on my insight checks.
What'd you get?
18.
I was like, oh, that's not bad.
You
Not
got-
that good.
you got-
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So give her some factual information,
Some factual information.
and then you have
So-
to give him like something deep on factual information.
Okay, so factual information.
Like, because she's inciting, do you have control over them?
Yes.
So you have to give her
Yes.
based on that, and then you actually have to give him like the actual answer with a
So-
natural 20.
So I would think that you would be getting the sense that I'm not lying, but I'm not telling the full truth of it.
So you're telling a half truth.
Yeah. Right?
But is it in the sense that you're saying what you want to believe, but you don't really, you're just not 100% convinced? Or are you intentionally telling a half truth?
No, I wouldn't say that I'm intentionally. Because I still know when it's about to happen.
So
now.
you're saying what you want to believe, but you don't really believe it.
He's saying that he believes that there is control. There's control in it. But you're getting this feeling that it's not fully 100% control. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Now for BJ over here, Mr. Emerald, just tell him straight up, because he's rolled natural 20, so it has to be it.
Good luck.
And if you don't want Cass to hear, we can take a step over here if you'd like.
So, with the natural 20, you'd probably say that I have about 10% control. That I am telling the truth. I have about 10% control.
Are you saying that in front of me also?
No. This
that's
is
with
what
his
he's
insight.
reading. This is what he's picking up.
So I look at Cass. And
Hashtag 10%.
I like telepathically look at her and give her this eye, like, we need to talk in private.
Wait, you're insinuating that over eyes?
So I'm
A
looking
lot can be said in a facial.
Make a performance check.
A lot can
Make
be said
an insight
in a facial
check,
expression.
or I guess perception check first to see if you can see it.
All he has to give me is an untrusting.
We're right next to each other. My passive is 28.
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay.
And then you make an insight check to see if you can even read that.
Oh, that was a good roll too. Performance?
Ooh.
Performance.
20 not natural.
20 not natural.
30.
30. Okay, so you definitely read in his eyes that he wants
Jesus,
to. He wants,
My insight is plus 12.
so you definitely get
Don't
that
lie
he
to
wants
me.
to talk in person, or he wants to talk separately.
I had 23.
23. So yeah, you also you see him look at Cass, and you kind of see that he wants to talk with Cass in person. Like he's also insinuating that. So
You could just, if you guys want to talk in private, you could just say that. I'll just go to my room and sleep. I could use sleep.
I don't.
Good night then. I start walking upstairs. I come down and I grab an apple because I'm hungry still. Y'all have a good night. Walk upstairs.
ooh,
I want to.
demon handling check. You're not wearing any armor, right?
No, I'm wearing armor right now.
You are wearing armor.
I haven't taken it off. We just got
All right,
back.
never mind. Don't even worry about it. I had something fun I wanted to do. Well, they wanted to do, but
I'm not wearing armor.
you're not wearing. No, no, you're wearing armor. It's all right.
90%.
Is it? Yeah. Seduce boo.
Oh god.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
So I look at Cass and I just nod my head. As he's walking up the stairs, I make my leave out into the garden.
I'll follow. I want to trust Baltimore.
No, there's no trust.
All right. Before you do that, because
But
you're going to bed,
too
right?
much has changed.
So you pass Emerald's room, and you take a second and you look inside and you see as there's Lacey and Leroy talking, and you see as Lacey has like something in her mouth, and you can see a smoke, and she's just like, "It's okay. You'll learn about women as you get older." And you can choose to stick around or keep going to bed.
I stick around.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? I knock on the door.
God.
Sure, and you like as you knock, she's like,
I grab a chair and I walk up and I just like sit down and I'm like, no, continue. I need to learn about women too.
one second, I got time. So she goes on and she talks about where they were talking about is they were talking about like dancing and like how you ask a girl to like dance with you type deal. And that's pretty much what she's talking about. There's talk of a dance coming up in Atlas in like a couple weeks, and Leroy wants to attend but also bring somebody. He won't say who, but he wants to be able to dance with her. That's it. So that's what the conversation is going to be about.
Sure.
Go to YouTube.
So I start going out into the garden, and Cass, I'm assuming, is following me.
Yes.
But I'm specifically doing two things. One, I'm looking to pull up any plants that could possibly be used to smoke.
Yeah, you see like in the corner, like a small little, like, you know, your rows are all nicely done. And then right in the small corner, you see as there's like been like some offshoot of a plant, and you're
that like I didn't approve of. Yep.
Yeah.
So as I'm talking to her, I'm gardening. And I'm bent over and I'm gardening and we're talking. And I said, Cass, please come help me remove this.
Make sure you two speak up, because you two are the lowest. Bring your mics closer. I'm gonna let you guys roll. I'm gonna grab some cup.
So I say, help me get this parasite out of my garden.
What is this exactly?
It's just, we need to remove it.
Okay. So I'm helping. I want to trust Baltimore, but too much has changed.
I'm telling you right now, he's only got 10% hold of those demons.
Should I put him in the chains tonight?
I think it's a good idea.
Jesus.
I don't want to like.
Let's not have him.
He's been.
Let's not have him get too comfortable in his newfound ways of non-binding.
He has been in prison for 4 years. Putting him back in that.
Cass, he's still in prison. In his mind. With those demons. They've got a hold of him. 90% hold of him.
I know. I don't know if he thinks he's trying to make peace with them, if they can not just coexist but fight together, but...
I promise you, nothing good will come of it. You saw what I saw in there.
Well, what I'm wondering is if... 10% the fact that he has some kind of control when he had no control before, and that's why his demons attempted to kill us. Is the fact that he has even a little bit of control now a better sign than before he was gone?
Yes, but at the same time, it's just as malevolent. Because before, while he didn't have control, in what sense does he really have control over them? He can say that he has control. But if those beings decide that they want to come out at any given point, what's to stop them?
Well, what are we to do if we're to travel with him? And we're glad he's back, but he's a part of our party and we can't just...
No, we'll have to go with what we did in the past.
Thanks, Wayside. Appreciate the $10, man.
Tie him up. We have the endless rope.
Well, we have the chain room. I can just say the word and he's there.
For here, I mean once we're out and abroad.
Right.
But I don't trust him.
I trust Baltimore. I
trust Baltimore. I don't trust them. But if he's speaking with them and referring to himself in the third person in a plural sense, we...
And his eyes went red like they... I just don't know whether... It's not control. I think they take over.
Yeah, it's a form of control.
Where can we take him to help?
Put him in the chains for the night.
Okay.
But we also should consult... What was that girl's name?
Lydia?
Yes, Lydia. She might be of some help. Hell, she's the one that brought him back.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to let the Spectres know that we have guests here for the night, and I'm going to retire for the evening.
You begin to start hearing music coming from, like, you being outside, you just hear the buoyancy of music kind of floating through
the establishment. And I'm assuming we've dug up all of the plant.
It's sort of nice to have some cheeriness.
Yes.
Here.
Lacey or Tracy?
Lacey.
With this parasite in this garden, the analogy can be made with Baltimore as well. In the sense that there are two parasites inside of Baltimore. must be removed.
Go.
But
Take off your
I
armor.
don't think it's going to be us who are the ones to remove them.
It's time for him to go to bed.
He'll have to do it
Go down and
with our
teach
help.
me how to dance.
It'll have to be him.
No, down with him.
Down with it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So I light the weed on fire with produce flame.
We finished digging it up.
Outside.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I put water over the ashes.
Okay. You see as the smoke kind of just goes up and travels.
And then I go up to my room.
Okay.
I'm gonna go let the specters know that we have guests,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go up to my room also.
Sure. You wouldn't see it because you went up first, but when you're heading up, you notice that him and Lacey are leaving the mansion.
We probably would have passed this on the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're coming out of his room. Yeah. So yeah, you see as Baltimore takes Lacey out.
I don't have my armor on.
Yeah, doesn't have armor on.
And where are you two going?
You don't hear the festivities up there?
Oh, the merchants.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Which one was the one that he told initially to come into my room? Was that Lacey or was that Tracy? Because I'm sorry, that's the one I would have grabbed.
Lacey.
I told Lacey, which is this one, right? Yeah, that's right.
She's the one that's been smoking.
Yeah. So
Or was
Lacey,
it Tracy. Oh god.
Lacey's the one that was just up there that I was talking to.
Yeah.
Lacey's the one that you sent the other when I first came back.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're on the same page. Yeah. So yeah, the festivities out back. Okay, that's what we're going with. Fuck it.
Without your armor.
Well, yeah, it's kind of difficult to dance with armor.
You just say never talk about
Well, things change. As I just grab Lacey by the hand and I keep walking.
that. Yeah, apparently. And I'll turn around and walk in the estate.
Before he walks away, I say, Baltimore,
Yeah.
would you feel comfortable going back to the way things used to be? At night. In our establishment. For our safety and safety.
Can the chains reach outside?
Goes anywhere on the establishment.
Just for our peace of mind.
You have no idea what that place does to somebody. After 40 years, and I come back and you want to put me right back there.
No. Not there.
That's where that leads to.
It's temporary holding. But you still have not been able to demonstrate that you have control over them. And again I say, my quarrel isn't with you. It's with them.
Speak up.
If you don't feel comfortable, I understand. And we won't ask that.
But you just did.
You're right. We did. But we asked. We
I'm
didn't
inside.
insist.
Huh?
I walked inside. I'm not there.
They are inside. They're at like the stairway.
No, I mean like I walked away.
So you're walking away. Sure. You're walking past him or in front? Like you're walking past him to your room.
No, I was there. I said.
Yeah.
We were
At the
all
stairway.
there. Yeah.
So you're walking past him to go to your room, right?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
If that's what Cass feels, then fine. It's her establishment. I'm just a guest.
Make a demon handling check now that you have no armor.
22.
19?
Oh dang. That's no mods.
No, it's with mods.
That's with mods.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a natural 19. That's why I thought it'd be really cool if it was sick. So you walk past him, and something kind of catches your eye real quick. as you take a second to look back, and you notice that like in the where the shoulder bone, right shoulder bones, the shoulder plates are. You notice that there's like something that's poking out of his shirt. That's kind of like doing this number to it, like where wings would be, and then it goes away after a little bit, like 2 seconds.
So would you hear me say that if that's what cats?
Oh yeah, she should be able to hear that.
And I look
As
over
she
at Cass.
keeps walking away.
I stop kind of as I see that and turn around.
Can I do like?
You wouldn't be able to see it. He's looking straight at you.
But I'm looking. Can I look past him at her?
Oh
and
yeah,
see that she
like
stops?
over her shoulder.
Yeah, and see that she stops.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to roll for it. You see that.
But do I see that like she makes a weird face or anything?
She didn't say she made a weird face.
She just stops.
She just stops and looks back.
And kind of turn around. Baltimore. I saw your eyes turn red. I saw something on your back. I can't believe that you have control over your demons.
If you feel that that's to keep your establishment safe, you need to put me back there, then that's your choice. I'm just a guest here.
Lacey just kind of chimes in. She's like, he's going to be dancing with me.
No,
I'll take care of him.
I'm sure you will.
I'm going to get him high.
Excuse me?
What? You see as like her eyes are like...
Baltimore, you're not just a guest here. This is your home too. But you can't pretend like nothing has changed.
You see as the door kind of opens up. You see as like Leroy kind of pops his head out and he's like, I'm hungry. And you look a little closer and he's like,
Oh my God. I look at Lacey and I'm like, really?
kid's hungry.
I wonder why he's hungry.
Kind of hungry too.
Oh. And I say under my breath.
Are you gonna sort that out?
Yes. Leroy, come on. We need to have a talk.
You see as he kind of comes out in his like little onesie.
Baltimore, think about it. Again, we asked.
I've
But
already
it's
given
not
you
my
my answer.
decision. It's Cass's decision. I'll let him deliberate and make that decision. Leroy, let's go get something to eat. Go downstairs.
Go have your fun. I'm not gonna put you in chains. But I will not hesitate should I feel like anybody is threatened by your demons. I trust you. I don't trust them. But as you don't have control over them, they're not. It's not exclusive. I can't. Anyway, go enjoy the festivities.
Okay. So I turn with Lacey and I go out back, have her teach me how to dance, step on her feet several hundred times, and but that's because she's stoned.
I'm gonna go back to my room. Sombra's there, right?
Yep. She's there. She's just kind of curled up, like on the side there, and she kind of pokes up her head, and she sees you, and then she puts her head back down.
I'm gonna walk over, pet her a little bit, and then kind of tell her what's going on with. She knows Baltimore, but tell her about the demons and all, and that about the room that we have, and that kind of thing.
Okay. So, Emerald, you work out on Leroy. You are with Sombra, and you're dancing the night away.
Yeah. I mean, not all night, but I still want to make sure I get my rest.
Yeah. So you're dancing, you're learning, kind of a little bit. You're dancing, and you in a long time, very long time, you feel yourself start from like one area of happiness, and you're getting to like get lighter. You're getting happier and happier and happier. And you're getting happier and happier and happier as the night keeps going on, and you can't understand why, and you're hearing the sound go and just everything being played out, and then it's getting around maybe midnight, and you can still get your rest, and you're clearing up, you're still dancing, and the band seems to be going into this major crescendo, as I need you to make a demon handling check.
I'm gonna say no to that question.
21.
Because that's happened before, and the specters
22.
don't.
So what's the answer to that question?
Well, I'm gonna say no, because
It happened before and I wasn't.
Because it happened before, and the specters didn't do anything, and also he's on the list of people the specters shouldn't attack.
Sure.
So even if we're having like internal,
You get into this crescendo. You got a what on your demon handling check? 22. Perfect. You hear as one of the Demogorgon inside, he goes, hey, this might be a good time to tell you he doesn't like music. Oh. As you feel your body go from happiness to rage. Oh. And we'll end tonight there.
What happens when you...
So, anyway, we appreciate you guys staying in. Wayside, appreciate the $10. He did donate $10, so... or at least I think that's what I saw. Yeah, it says donated $10. Appreciate it.
As soon as he would say that, I would yell out Vincula.
Does it work if you say it?
Yeah, anyone can say it.
Anyone can say it.
Yeah.
We'll take that up next week. So anyway, so with that, we appreciate you staying in. We will be here next week on Epic Interactions, where we will find out if Baltimore saves himself in time before things go south, or north, or west, or east, or wherever the blood may go. Anyway, with the merchants in town, gold to be made, gold to be sold, weapons and items to be gained. We shall see you next week here on Epic Interaction. You guys all keep it as epic as possible.
Bye. I'm sorry, we want to trust you, but we can't.
Well, even so. How fast are the chains? Now we're gonna lose this discount.
That was the whole point. You didn't realize that?
That's what you guys think. Now we're gonna kill him. No, we're gonna lose that discount.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, if they all die, then we might as well take this stuff. I just don't want to instigate them.
Damn!
Dying.
Did you hear what she said?
I'm not trying to instigate them
Did
dying,
you hear
but
what
if
she
they
said?
die and it's not my
She goes,
fault,
well,
then
if they all die, I guess we might as well take all that shit.
Rod.
I do.
Do I?
So this is your pigments, and then this is
thank you.
the rod.
Oh wow. Okay, so you never answered my question though.
What's up?
About the one that I text you regarding the attunement.
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you back from it.
That's badass staff.
Now you know why it was worth 20K.
Absolutely. And I do not regret my decision because.
But you like 20K? That's highway robbery.
No, not with that staff. No, I get why it is now.
Yeah.
I see it. So when it says the amount of charges, does that mean that many charges daily or in total?
In total, it has to say it'll regen. So it says the staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +2 to attack and damage rolls, and while holding it, you gain a +2 to armor class, saving throws, and spell attack rolls. The staff has 20 charges for the following properties. So you can gain the expended. Oh, right here. So the staff regains 2d8 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
So what does that mean?
So at dawn, so you roll 2d8s and then add 4, and that's how many charges you get back.
Oh, so if I use, say I have 20 the day before and I used 10.
Yeah.
So the next day
So
I have
if
10.
if you use it all the way to 1, the staff retains the +2 bonus to attack and damage, but then you lose all other properties
until the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you want to make sure you have at a minimum 2 charges on it.
Correct.
So
That's a smart way to
if
play.
I get down to 1 though,